Chapter 2. The Encyclical QUO GRAVIORA of Pope Leo XII on Freemasonry, March 13, 1826. The Encyclical QUO GRAVIORA of Leo XII, dated March 13, 1826, which deals with Freemasonry, is special in that it cites the integral text of letters published by his predecessors, namely Clement XII, 1738, Benedict XIV, 1751, and Pius VII, 1821. It is interesting to note that as early as 1738, thus a century earlier, the popes were decrying the secret societies, as they continued to do after Leo XII. Pope Leo XII wanted to bring them once again to the attention of the bishops and the faithful, because, unfortunately, they had not paid enough attention to the previous warnings, and the secret societies were continuing to develop alarmingly. The encyclical begins, quote, "The greater are the disasters that threaten the flock of Jesus Christ, our God and Savior, the greater must be the solicitude of the Roman pontiffs, to whom in the person of Peter were confided the power and the responsibility for this flock, to avert them." End quote. He reminds them that the Pope, whose duty it is to lead the flock, must indicate where the dangers that threaten the flock lie. Quote, "The Roman pontiffs, our predecessors, having understood the great task that they had to fulfill, like good shepherds always kept watch carefully, and by means of exhortations, instructions, and decrees, and even by risking their lives for the sake of their sheep, they tried to utterly destroy the sects that were threatening the church with total ruin." End quote. Notice that the Pope does not hesitate to say, "The sects threaten and desire the complete destruction of the church." He continues, quote, "The record of this papal solicitude is not only to be found in ancient ecclesiastic archives. Brilliant proofs are met with in the examples of what has been done in our own and in our fathers' day by the Roman pontiffs to counter the secret associations of the enemies of Jesus Christ." End quote. Then he introduces the letter of Clement XII. Quote, "Clement XII, our predecessor, having seen that the sect, whether called Freemasons or what other name soever, was gaining new strength daily, and having learned with certitude by numerous proofs that this sect was not only suspected of being an enemy of the Church, but was so openly, he condemned it in an excellent constitution which begins with the words In Eminenti, published April 28, 1738. End quote.